Hello, my friends. Welcome again to Mali Investment Talks. Joseph Areo is my name, and I'm so glad that you are listening to me again. I hope that you've been having a good time watching my videos, sharing them, and please always remember to subscribe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am coming to you in the month of February. And what does this mean? This means companies are about to declare dividends. Yes, those things that we never have enough of. We always wish we could get more and more dividends. Companies are about to declare dividends. Many companies in our market have a calendar accounting year, meaning the accounting year ended in December. So they are right now busy auditing. And so soon, in a month or two's time, month and a half's time, they will be announcing dividends. So what does that mean? That means this is the time, around about now, is the time for you to seriously consider buying dividend shares. So buying shares of companies which pay dividends or which are likely to pay dividends. So what I want to sort of guide you on or to share with you in this video is how do you form an opinion that this company is likely to pay dividends. So you want to look out, number one, for the dividend policy of that company. Has it had a policy of paying dividends? And is that policy still going? Is it still valid, or have they changed it? Number two, assuming that the policy hasn't changed, you then want to check on some past stats or past dividend payment records. How often have they paid dividends, or have they always paid dividends? If not, maybe how many times in the last 5 years or so? In our markets, if you live in the East African region like me, in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, a number of companies, banks for instance, do pay dividends fairly consistently. If you think about Equity Bank, think about Cooperative Bank, if you think about NCBA, they pay dividends fairly consistently. Safaricom has always paid dividends. I suspect in other markets too, in Accra, Ghana, in South Africa, you can easily find out companies which have always paid dividends. So check on that. Check on their dividend yield. So whenever they have paid dividends, roughly how much have they paid as a percentage of the price, the ruling price of the share. So if you take if the price of a share, for instance, is say 100 cedis, I'm talking about Ghana cedis, and they have always declared, they tend to declare a dividend of say 10 cedis, so that is 10%, isn't it? So that becomes what we call the dividend yield. Of course, the higher the better. Okay, check out the kind of payout ratios. In other words, out of their distributable income, or if you like, net income, how much, what percentage do they ordinarily or usually pay out as dividends? Is it 50%? Is it 40%? Is it 70%? Some companies pay as high as 100%. That is probably not common, but it does happen. Others, like I said, would pay 50, 60. Just check that. All right, give you an idea of what they are likely to pay out. Once you have put all those together, and before I forget, you should also check out whenever they pay dividends, do they pay cash, or do they pay dividends in form of shares, bonus shares, or something like that, right? So once you have put together all that, you should then have a good idea as to whether this company is likely to pay a dividend. And this then, like I said, is the time you should seriously consider buying dividend shares. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I should always remind you that equities or shares always come with a risk. So the first and most important thing to consider is, are you in a position, are you comfortable with the risk that is inherent in buying those shares? So don't buy shares simply because or for one and only reason, and that is to earn a dividend. You need to be comfortable that you can handle the risk of buying shares. And once you're comfortable with the risk profile of shares, then I'm saying that this is as good a time as any other to buy those shares. So once again, thank you for listening. In my next video, I will share with you how you can calculate the rate of return that you can get from a dividend. Okay, the annualized rate of return. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe and share this video as always. Thank you.